Hello, boys, girls, nieces, and nephew, and kids I don't even have yet. This is for you. Finally, I'm getting back to doing some fact-filled YouTube videos here at Goofy Sellers. Finally, so it's been a while since I had time or a day off to like record any of these. So my apologies, but hopefully I crank them out in a timely enough fashion before I have any real viewers anyway. I'll probably have all the facts I wanted to get out there before too long. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm excited about today because this is only the second one I've done. So hopefully I don't have to reshoot it too many times because I only got like a half hour. So today is going to be about the size of Earth and its landmass and the amount of water we have in our oceans. So here we go. The square mileage of the Earth, and it's a spherical shape. Sorry, flat earthers. 197 million square miles. And if you do the math, it does work out to be accurate if you do like the circumference and diameter, radius of a sphere or whatever like that, given that, it's 7,900 miles east to west and all that sort of stuff. So the 197 million square miles is pretty darn correct. I believe it to be true. That's what Google told me. So we have 140 million square miles of that is water, and the other 57 million square miles is land. So we'll start with the geography of the land masses and some of the facts that I found interesting in my brief research. So Russia is the biggest country in the world, and it has 6.6 million square miles. The second biggest country is Canada. A little surprised by that. 3.8 million square miles, and that makes it about the same size as the United States. The third biggest country is China, and that's 3.7 million square miles, almost the same as America. Brazil is next after that with 3.2 million square miles, and then Australia is 3 million square miles. And that kind of stopped there with the listing of size of countries. I went into the continents just to kind of help conceptualize the size of those, because I'll cover the rest of the 57 million square miles pretty quickly. So we have Asia, which has 48 countries. That has a square mileage of 17.2 million and a population of 4.6 billion people. Then we have Africa, which has 54 countries and has 11.7 million square miles with 1.4 billion people. And then South America is the next continent I decided to list, and that has 12 countries and is approximately 7 million square miles. It's really 6.9, close enough. Easier to remember 7. And it has a population of 434 million people. And then the Middle East, kind of a fascinating area. It's got 18 countries and it covers 5 million square miles and has 411 million people. Antarctica, perhaps the most interesting, has 0 countries in it. It's just one continent called Antarctica, has 5.4 million square miles, and the population, get this, is between 1 and 5,000 people, depending on the time of year and whatever else. So that was kind of fascinating. And another one is Europe. Europe has 44 countries. It's about the same size as America and China, with 3.9 million square miles, and it has a population of 742 million people. And that does not include Russia, because Russia is kind of part of Asia and Europe, but isn't really fall under either of them specifically. What my Goofy cup. Nobody wanted to get on the raft with Goofy. I don't blame them. Okay, so that was kind of the land masses there and some of the facts that I found somewhat interesting. So I live in Omaha, Nebraska, and Omaha is 131 square miles. And so you can feel like 1.5 million Omahas on planet Earth. That kind of, if you know your city really well, that kind of helps you conceptualize like how big, how big the planet Earth is when you take Omaha times 1,000 or 1,000,000 or whatever. And for example, like LA, one of the bigger cities, that's 500 square miles. And like Dallas is 300 square miles. So is New York City. So those are some of the bigger cities that are like, 3 times the size or 4 times the size of Omaha. So you can maybe fit like 500,000 Los Angeleses on planet Earth, as opposed to the 1.5 million Omahas that would fit. Now, moving on to the 140 million square miles of water. 64 million of it is in the Pacific Ocean, 41 million in the Atlantic Ocean, 27 million in the Indian Ocean. Then you have another 5.5 million in the Arctic Ocean, and the rest belongs to a fifth ocean they recently made up called the Southern Ocean. Kind of debatable as to how many square miles that covers. But in the oceans, we have a total of 321 million cubic miles of water. And so when you break that down a little further, a cubic mile of water has approximately 1 trillion gallons. 1 trillion gallons of water. And in each gallon of water, you can fit about 75,000 drops in a gallon of water. So I kind of broke down the numbers, where it comes down to 321 quintillion gallons of water. And this is why on episode 1, I had you look up those bigger numbers and do the Wikipedia charts just so you kind of know where quintillion falls. And then we have 24 septillion drops of water in our oceans. So those are just some of the facts I wanted to bring today because I couldn't wait to get started. I had a day off. I had to. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed filming it, and that y'all get some of those facts out of it. What took me some hours to research, you got in 5-10 minutes, 6 minutes and a half. I love you. Later.